Hello and greetings and what's up? This is a story about my uncle. This is a game that came out in 2014, a long time ago, and this is a game that I've enjoyed for a while, pretty much since then. I haven't played it in probably like 5 years or something like that. This is one of the best jumping games ever and a very beautiful game. One maybe you haven't heard of. So here, jump in with me and we'll start.
Dad?
Aren't you sleeping yet? It's time for bed, honey.
Dad, I can't sleep. Can you tell me a bedtime story?
All right. What do you want to hear?
Something about an adventure.
I think I know just the thing. When I was your age, my biggest dream was to follow my Uncle Fred on one of his adventures around the world. One day, he disappeared. I stepped into the lobby of my uncle's house. It lay just across the hill from where I lived with my mother, your grandmother. She had tried to keep me from going, but I wanted to see if Fred was home yet from his latest adventure.
This is one of the games where in 2014, when it came out, these graphics were pretty impressive. At least I thought so. And I still think so, because I haven't played a whole slew of modern games to kind of replace that notion in my head that this is amazing graphics. And it really is. It's beautiful.
My uncle used to send me postcards from his long journeys.
Don't worry, it picks up, like, pretty quickly.
I had visited Uncle Fred's house countless of times. But in the locker, which usually was closed, I found something I hadn't seen before. It was an adventure suit. It resembled the one that Fred used, but smaller in size. Curiosity got the better of me, and I tried it on. It fit like it had been custom made for me. The most mysterious room of my uncle's house was the observatory. There he kept his newest experiments, and right now it held a pad used for disposing of garbage.
This is like retro-futuristic.
Uncle Fred warned me not
I
to
love that.
touch any of his things. But, as I said, I was a curious child.
Yup, pull the lever. Ominous. Now I can't move. What's gonna happen? Feeling like I'm about to get launched. Whee! Nice. Pretty cool intro. It's like the story is sort of like a kid's book. So, funny story, I actually just had to quit the game because there was something wrong going on where it was like immediately skipping to the next level. So, you haven't missed anything. This is immediately what happens after you get launched into the sky. Let's see if it fixes it.
I landed with a crash, but thanks to the suit I wasn't hurt. I had no idea where the pad had taken me, but back then I didn't care so much about where I was going, or how I would get home.
Fixed it. Had to update it. Like I said, it's been quite a while since I played this. So, this is a jumping game.
The suit protected me from falls on the ground, but
That's
not
right.
in water.
It's pretty
couldn't
much
swim with this thing
like
on.
my
Best be careful.
yeah, okay, no water, but no fall damage. This type of thing is basically like my dream in real life. To be able to jump real high, swing around, and take no fall damage. If I had a superpower, it would be to like be able to do what this suit does, pretty much. Or at
I
least
was
just
sure
like
that
take
someone
no fall damage,
had been
be the
here
greatest thing
before
ever.
me. Someone had built these bridges and carved these symbols, but who? Where were they now?
Charge up soon release. So sprinting. Heck yeah. Long jumping like that is just like what you do in Half-Life 1. And this is obviously inspired by the end of the first Half-Life, where you have to long jump and jump across floating islands on an alien world. Another reason why I like this game. Whoops. You fall a lot. It's one of those. There's no like quick saving or anything. It gives you I'm still getting used to the controls again. It gives you pretty frequent checkpoints. I could see how this would be something that would be super hated by lots of people, gameplay wise, but I find it really compelling. Whoa! That counted. Crystal. Nice.
The power core I found activated the suit's grappling device when I picked it up. It must have been left here by my uncle.
That would just be the sweetest thing, to be able to do that in real life. So it's got a range, and it's pretty far, but it does have a range. You can grapple.
The grappling device left a sort of symbol everywhere I grappled. I noticed similar symbols already there in the cave.
Right.
And I was getting more and more certain that this place was where Fred had gone.
Yeah, so you can grapple on pretty much like any, not any, okay, not any. I remember why. Okay, I was gonna say you can grapple on pretty much any solid surface, and right now I can't grapple again in midair, but you get that that ability later. No. Cool. So you can do a lot of neat combinations with the sprinting and jumping and flying around. So see that checkpoint is you know, it's not right back where I was, so it's not super hand-holdy, but also not incredibly punishing. These things are kind of neat. They're like little Easter eggs. Are you gonna read it? Doesn't he read it? No, maybe not. Maybe that's just a collectible. So like that's pretty far and not in range. So I can grapple up to this if I get closer, or I don't need to. Hopefully you don't get incredibly motion sick watching this, or if you're into that sensation, which I am, then this is the game for you. Fail! No! Oh great, I could have maybe saved that. No, I couldn't have, because I can't double grapple. Here we go! I have dreams like this all the time, where I have crazy like movement mechanics in my dreams. I'm not a lucid dreamer person. I know a lot of people are into that. That notion like freaks me out, and I will not try that. However, if I could, I would want to control all kinds of like flying around and stuff. My dad has always said that whenever he has dreams that involve flying, the flying never works out. Like there's always something wrong to like prevent it from being like fun or good. But when I have flying dreams, they actually are quite fun, and it is like an enjoyable experience, although I can't really like control it or anything for the most part. This is pretty much what it's like though. This game is like, I don't know, a few hours long. It's not short, but it's not real long. Way longer than I would put in one video though. If I do more of these in the future, you'll see a lot more of the game. But for now, just kind of wanted to do this because I remembered the mechanics just being awesome, and I hadn't played it in quite a while. And maybe you hadn't seen this before, or you've never even seen like a 3D platformer like this with this kind of cool movement. So definitely wanted to at least showcase this. No, skadoosh. I should be patient. That's something that this game teaches you. Patience is a virtue. Wow, can't believe that worked out. Rushing through this is not really the way to go, and I don't remember enough of it at this point to be like automatically doing the right thing. I'm just kind of going. Where to from here? Aha. Glad I fixed that bug that I was encountering. I guess it wasn't a bug, just like a failed update. I had launched, there we go, so now I can grapple 2 times. It like spawned me in the beginning of the level and then immediately switched me to the next chapter. It's kind of weird. I was getting achievements for it. Like, grapple fewer than this number of times. Like, you're awesome at this game. Actually, it's just broken, but glad I fixed it. Hello! Dang it. Oh, it wants me to, right. It's trying to teach me how to use the mechanic. Double grapple. So you get up to 3. Like eventually, the level design progresses to give you 3 grapples in midair, which allows for a lot of air time and a lot of complicated jumps later on. In the story, the kid's at this point trying to track down his uncle. So I'm playing as the kid, so trying to find my uncle. That's the goal that we have here. Cool. I like direction switching in midair. It's cool it's like a neat feeling from the perspective of the player. Hopefully it kind of comes across in the video. But I like immersing myself in a first-person game, and this is a very immersive, like motion-centered game. It'd be crazy in VR. Never thought of that before. Wonder if that exists. I don't own a VR headset, but this would be another reason to get one. I would really like to own one so that I can play Half-Life Alyx, because Half-Life is the greatest thing ever, if you ask me. And curse Valve for not making it possible without a VR set to play that game, which came out now probably like 5 years ago or something crazy like that. I've still never I've never watched anything about it or anything like that to spoil it, because I really want to play that. And I want to play it as it's intended on a VR set. I don't really want to have to play a modded version that allows you to play without a VR set. But I'm probably going to have to do that eventually, because I doubt that I'm going to justify financially paying for a VR set at any time soon. But boy, it would be fun to play this game in VR. Right, so initially I spawned and it put me right here. And then I walked over here and then it put me to the next level.
These blue lights. Did Fred put them here? Or was somebody else here as well?
The as well in the subtitles. Yeah, check that out. Again, in 2014, I was like, man, this is crazy graphics. I still think it's great. I love the style. And now it's, getting to the point where I guess you could consider this as like a vintage type of thing. It's crazy that 11 years ago was this.
Hello.
Ah!
Who are you?
Hi.
You're not from here.
That was genuine, I forgot.
Wow. You look just like Fred, but smaller. And with less hair on your face.
She knew Fred. I told her that he was my uncle, and that I was looking for him.
What's an uncle?
Good question.
I said that I had known him all my life.
Vague.
Really? Me too. I'll help you find him. I'm Madeline.
What's up?
Others call me Mad Maddie sometimes.
That sounds mean.
Let's meet over there in the square. I'll show you around.
Okay.
I bet you can get there easily with your suit thing.
Probably.
So, I'll see you there.
Goodbye. What the? Imagine how trippy this would be in real life. Oh, great. That was like an inch off. There's a lot of that. But, like, come on. That double grapple to get you over to the right place, even if you miss, is fun. I'm having fun, I promise. Like I said, best not to rush through it. You can't do a whole lot of, like, direction changing if you're just, like, falling. Some games allow you to do that, like, kind of a lot, but this doesn't really let you do it too much. It really lets you, or it really kind of makes you rely on your grapple placement and how long you held the grapple for. Like this, like I need to hold it for a while so that I can reach this. Kind of like the crosshair, that like alien looking symbol. So like, how'd you get over here?
Hey!
And where are you? Hi.
Welcome to my village. This is the town square, and that over there is Fred's tent. I haven't seen him in a few days, though. Maybe our elder Samuel knows where he is. He knows a lot of stuff. You should check out the village. It's not so bad, unless you have to stay for too long. When you're done,
Vague.
go to the island with the windmill, and you'll see Samuel's coat from there. I'll go on ahead and tell him that you're coming.
I thanked Madeline and agreed to meet her later. It was strange. How could I talk to someone who was not even human and still feel like it was perfectly normal?
So I grew up in real life, really enjoying stuff like the premise of Alice in Wonderland. You're a kid and you end up in this
Looked
like
most of the
Wonderland
shacks in the village were built out of trash.
that's like a mixture
trash
of
from our world.
freaky, beautiful,
It was,
fun,
after all,
but
a garbage disposal
like-
pad that took me here.
right. Just the idea of being thrown into some place that's mysterious, spooky that you ended up in a place like this, because like, where am I? Am I gonna die here? All that kind of thing makes for a really intriguing story. Labyrinth is that way. Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. Getting thrown into a crazy land where maybe your life's at stake, but you don't know how to get out, and where are you anyway? I just think that kind of thing is awesome. Island with windmill, there it is. Heyo, is that Fred? Am I supposed to go this way? I thought I was supposed to meet her here. Perhaps I wasn't listening good enough. I'll just go this way. We'll see what happens. Whee! So like you can see that, ooh, almost missed. You can see that that was a pretty long amount of time that I was in the air there. And I almost missed it and would have had to do that again. So it is kind of a lot of that if you're not careful. Hello.
A stranger in our halls. Welcome. Our name is Samuel.
Third
And
person.
we will do our best to assist you.
Thanks.
Please tell us what brings you here.
Well, see, I'm looking
I
for
told him that I was looking for my Uncle Fred.
We should help. Do you know where he is?
Fred left us without a word.
He would.
If you aspire to find him, we can share with you a sacred crystal, a power core. Fred used their kind to power his suit. You can have it if you return our Fred to us. None of us may enter the chasms. It is too dangerous. I say this for your own protection, Madeline. You are forbidden from entering the chasms.
I'm nothing like you. I'll never be.
Wow.
It is true that we want to keep her safe. But she does not understand. Behind us is the power core. Take it.
Aha.
And go into the chasms. Find Fred.
Yes, sir.
And if you see Madeline, take care of her. Be safe.
Oh, I have the triple already. I didn't remember it was that soon.
I felt a little uneasy about moving on into the chasms. If it was too dangerous for Maddie, would it be safe enough for me?
I get the feeling maybe they don't have any reason to really care about me, so it probably will not be safe for me. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I'll play just a little bit more and then I'll call it quits for now. Alright, so here's an example of, it's getting more difficult because you can do more grappling. So you gotta time this right or it won't work. So 1, 2, and even though I messed up there, I think that still counts. Yep, that'll work. It's a little bit, if you ask me, it's a little bit, oh no, you didn't ask me. It's a little bit hand-holdy, kind of, with the placement of those markers showing you where to grapple. I wish it did that a little less, but at the same time, it is pretty necessary, I think, for it to be like, for it to be kind of an easy game to pick up and enjoy. Oh goodness. All right, let's do this. Since he said Power Core, now I'm singing the song Power Core by Necrogoblicon. I'm sure you know exactly who that is. It's almost like an hell. Oh, great. See, I accidentally threw away one of the grapples. That happens sometimes. You think you didn't nail it, but you actually did hit it, so you end up wasting one by clicking twice. Alright, gonna make it far enough this way to grab that one. And now let go. That ought to do it. Yeehaw.
Darkness swept over me as I left the glittering lights in the village behind me and headed for the ominous shadows of the chasms.
Yeehaw. All right,
As
cool.
I entered the chasms, it struck me how much darker it was in there. The shadows were black as ink, and although I tried not to be afraid, I couldn't help but shiver. Was it the darkness that frightened the villagers as
Shrooms.
well? Or was it something else?
I think I'll stop here for now. Thank you for checking this out. I am super into the aesthetic of this game and just really like the gameplay. So hopefully you enjoyed, and catch you sometime soon on the next one. Maybe we'll play this again. Take care and goodbye.